everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha, and if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. Just kind of my normal routine of doing my makeup from day to day. I did pick out some products I wanted to focus on using today. And I tried to do a theme of items I've kind of neglected or items that I'm trying to finish up. That sort of thing. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So first things first, I'm going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is the original one. If I can open it. I hope the white cast is not too bad. I did apply some sunscreen before attempting to film this. So I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. And then for eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using this Love You First quad. I apologize, this is not a quad, this is just a duo. So I'm going to be focusing on using this and the companion palette by Cosmetics. So I'm going to go for like a purpley look, and then I'm going to use this Aya shade from Natasha Denona. I just really want to try to focus on this and use it up. So that is the goal. So let's see. I'm a little scatterbrained today, so I do apologize. So I'm going to take this deeper purple that's in this duo and start putting that in my crease and outer corner. I just kind of felt like a purple mood today. And I like this like plummy purple shade. It's more of like a red toned purple, but I think it's really pretty, so. If you hear little footsteps, Loki is in the office with me as of right now. I may have to kick him out later because he tends to try to get into everything when he is in here. So, I'm just going to do the same to this side. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about today. So I think I'm going to tell you guys about my anniversary trip we just got back from a little bit ago. So we went to the Florida Keys, and we kind of spent time on all of them, whether it was just kind of driving through or actual, like, spending some time there. It was a lot of fun, and we stayed at a, like, resort type of hotel on, like, the beach. So that was a lot of fun. Key highlights from our trip. So we spent a day in Key West. And of course we had to go and check out the most southern point. So I'm just going to take this and kind of help blend out this purple a little bit. Kind of feather it. So we did that in Key West. And then we also went on almost like an excursion type of thing, where we went out on a boat and like they baited the waters and fed like sharks. So the only sharks that actually came up to the boat were lemon sharks, but my husband has a picture on his phone where there was actually a hammerhead in the water as well, but it never came up to the boat. And then we saw some wild dolphins on there on that trip as well, which was a lot of fun. And then we just spent some time just walking downtown Key West and kind of just taking everything in. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I don't know if it was like what I was expecting Key West to be, but it was really nice. Like, if you have the opportunity to go, like, I highly suggest it. And then we did try like a lot of like try to stay like with local food restaurants, that sort of stuff. And we tried some great things. We've also had some misses. One of my favorite things that we did try, we had some authentic Cuban desserts, and they were delicious. I'm just taking this purple here and just kind of sculpting out just the top part. Or I might throw it all over my lid and then top it with another shade. I don't know. I'm just kind of playing things by ear. But they were delicious. And we are already talking about wanting to go back and taking our kids next time. But it was a wonderful, like, kind of getaway for the two of us. Because we don't get to do that very often. Which we are trying to make time to do a little bit more. Loki, stop getting into things. But we had a really good time. And then on the way back, we stopped in Miami-Dade County, which I did not know this, but the Everglades is actually considered part of Miami-Dade. So we stopped there and we went to the alligator farm and saw alligators, and we got to hold an alligator, like a baby alligator. And we went on like an airboat ride through the Everglades, which was a lot of fun as well. And we saw like a wild alligator that wasn't like part of like their zoo or their whatever you want to call it. It was a lot of fun, and just kind of seeing, even like with that and with the sharks, you could tell like the amount of respect they had for the animals, which I enjoyed. I feel like that kind of goes unnoticed, or you don't see that a whole lot in like zoos and stuff, in my opinion, especially like if you're not like doing the programs and stuff that they offer and seeing like the keepers like interact with them. And you know, them interacting with these wild animals in a way that, you know, educating others, and like just the amount of respect they had for them. I truly enjoy seeing that. Trying to think. We also went to the Theater of the Sea. It was sort of similar to like something like SeaWorld, maybe a little bit. They had the dolphins, and they had like a sea lion, and like nurse sharks and rays. I'm trying to think what else. They had different reptiles. It was really fun too. I'm gonna go in, I think, with this top purple shade here and put that all over my lid. And I kind of just used this as a base to put under it, but it's okay. So this is a flaky, so hopefully this doesn't make too much of a mess. But again, just the amount of respect that they had for these animals. Their animals there are animals that can no longer live in the wild, whether it be to injury or because of injuries, them being reliant on humans, that sort of thing. They got a lot of their dolphins? No. Was it their dolphins or was it their sea lions? One of them, they got some of them during a hurricane, when they were kind of like misplaced from like their like pack, I guess. I don't want to call it a pack, but they were kind of displaced from other animals. So they're going to live out their lives at the facility, which you can tell that they're taken care of. And yes, they do like the shows or whatever, but it's definitely not something like the animals are kind of forced to do. If that makes sense. All of it is really natural behaviors that they have, and they kind of just use them to get them to to demonstrate those behaviors, I guess, that would naturally occur in the wild, which is, I guess, what a lot of places that do like dolphin shows and stuff like that do, as just a way of making like their care for them a bit easier, but they kind of make like a show out of it, if that makes any sense. Very knowledgeable. Again, we're able to get a lot of good information about the animals and why they choose to do some of the things they do with their care, which was kind of interesting. So another place I would highly recommend. For the most part, I think the only notable places we went to eat were that Cuban bakery that we went to. They were a bakery, but they also did other desserts, not just cakes and stuff, which was really cool. And it was really good. And then we also went to the Hogfish Bar and Grill in Key West, which was actually recommended by the father and son duo that led our shark excursion. They were saying that if we wanted to try something local and things like that, that would be a great place to try. So we took that recommendation and we really enjoyed it. We tried some hogfish, which really it is local to Key West, because the only way that you can fish for these is spearfishing, and there's not a lot of people that spearfish, I guess, to supply the rest of the keys with this fish. So it was something that truly local, that we got to try, and it was really good. It was a little bit out of the way, so it wasn't downtown, but it was definitely worth it. It was a really good experience, and their food is absolutely delicious. So we had a great time. And just, it was an overall just a really nice trip. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with my blush. I did use, the Yinsa Super Serum Silk Concealer. I got this as a sample. I don't have very much left, but I'm just trying to use it up. And then I'm using my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. So that's just kind of been the two face base products I've been working on. For the blush, I'm actually using this putty blush from e.l.f. And this is in the shade Turks and Caicos. I might be pronouncing that horribly wrong, but this is what it looks like. I think it's really pretty. I'm actually using up my blush fairly quickly, and I'm going to be having to purchase some new products for my collection very soon, like blush and highlighter and things like that. And I like options, so it'll probably be sooner rather than later, which I'm really happy with. I think I did purchase this. But other than that, I've been really trying to use up what I have in my collection, um, or just declutter things that no longer work for me, which I'm really trying to get in the mind frame of, not forcing myself to use something if I do not like it, if it's not working for me any longer, if the formula's changed. I don't want to hate pan things. I want to pan things because I enjoy them and I'm getting use out of them because, I'm enjoying them and I'm using them up. My eyeshadows are a whole nother story. I think I want to focus on panning those like actively because of I just have so many in my collection, and I actually decluttered 3 eyeshadow palettes. I posted those on my Instagram a couple days ago, just because I no longer reach for them. I decluttered the 2 oldest palettes in my collection, which I'm really happy about, and I just reached for my singles more. Like, they were great, beautiful shadows, but if I have the single version of it and I like it more, I'm going to reach for the single, and that's just me. So that is that. I'm going to top Turks and Caicos with the Ciate London Date Night Blush. This is actually in my Graveyard Project pan. I'm going to try to use this up before the end of that project. So, just a nice blushed look today. I'm not going anywhere, so if I go a little heavy-handed on the blush, it'll be okay. I'll probably kind of blend it out just a little bit with my foundation brush that I used, but not too bad. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with just a tiny bit of bronzer. This is my project pan for this year. I haven't been updating. I do apologize. I have decided that this highlighter I am not going to work on. I might use it occasionally, but it's just too dark for my skin tone. So I'm focusing on the blush and bronzer. So that is what it is. And I kind of just put bronzer like pretty much where I put my blush for the most part. Just, I'm fairly new to getting into bronzer. This was the only bronzer I've ever had, and I purchased it at like TJ Maxx, so, or Marshall's, one of them. And I'm really liking it. I do want to try the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, but we'll have to wait, and I want to wait for bronzer and use this one up first, or at least hit pan on it before I purchase a different one. Going back to my eyes, I'm going to take this dark purple again in this duo and put that under my lash line. Here it is. So there's that. And then I'm also going to take this other purple. Let me see which one it is. I believe this one is Robin. This purple. And I'm going to pop that on my inner corner. So it's a very heavy purpley look. I'm also going to dip just a tiny bit of the primer potion on my brush and put that on my inner corner just to have a more powerful inner corner, if that makes sense. Just pop that there. Very purple heavy look today, but I like it. Loki, what are you eating? I told you guys, he like gets into everything, but he's like, I think he's only like 7 months old now, so I guess it's to be expected. I'm going to take a little bit of my Beauty Bakery setting powder. Sorry, I missed a step. I'm actually going to go in with my Nomad Kiss of Sun highlighter in Balmoral Beach. Let me find my brush. And just use this as my highlight today. I've used up most of my other highlighters. So all of my highlighter choices are pretty much the same, which I'm not really feeling. I'm really wanting something different. They're more of, all of them seem to be either like a champagne, rose goldy color, and I'm just wanting something different. So if you have any great recommendations for a highlighter that might be a little different color or anything like that, or something that you've been loving, please leave recommendations in the comments. So now I'm going to go in with my Beauty Bakery setting powder. This is the Oat/translucent shade, and I'm just going to slightly kind of go over my entire face. Just a little bit. As you can see, there was not a ton of powder on here, but I like to make it a little more matte finish. I don't do that all the time, but off camera, I'm going to be doing my mascara. This is a new one. This is the Maybelline The Rocket Volume Express. I am going to be using my Artistry Longwear Eye Pencil in black and doing my brows in the Artistry Automatic Brow Pencil in dark brown. So I'm not really sure how I feel about this mascara yet. I ran out and just needed a cheap drugstore option, and I just picked that up. It looks okay, I guess, but we'll see how I like it later. And then to finish off this look, I'm actually using the Copacetic Liquid Lipstick and Pretty Penny. I haven't reached for this one in a while, but I do like the color. This is more of like a lip paint texture, which I enjoy, and it's very long lasting. The only thing is, this does like take a bit of work to get off at the end of the night, but it's really pretty and I like it. So that was my makeup for today. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help out my channel, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Again, leave me suggestions for highlighters, blush, or even lipsticks, because those are the 3 I'm getting ready to have to purchase pretty soon. In the comments, I would love to know what you're loving or any suggestions you may have for me. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.